Guys, today I'm going to share with you some notes about the Tenicor Velo 4. 4 things that I like very much, 2 things that I don't. And I'm going to share with you one way to get around one of those 2 things. So stick around. So here it is, the Tenicor Velo 4. I really like the construction. They've got a molded in wedge, sweat guard, optics cut. These are things that I really like about this. And one thing that I love about this is the stability of this holster. With the clips being separated, it kind of spreads out the load on your belt. As you can see when I'm drawing, like it keeps the grip of the gun nice and upright and where I want it. So it's not inclined to go sliding down into my pants. Makes for a very sure and quick draw. The retention system on these clips may be a double-edged sword, but when they're in place, they do not want to move, which is awesome. So I'm not really worried about, any sort of casual movement or even much more than casual movement causing this thing to come loose. I've never ever experienced that with this. Also, in addition to that optics cut, it'll fit Glocks that are Glock 19 size. It'll do a 26, even though it says 17 or 22. Heck, if you're wild and crazy and you want, you can take a Glock 34 and it'll fit. It will protrude, but in a pinch, if you're gonna run around carrying a Glock 34 appendix, this could be your jam. I do know 1 or 2 people who do that, but it is pretty rare. So that's the upsides to this holster, which I love quite a bit. It's not my favorite, but it's darn close. Now, for the downsides, taking it off at the end of the day. It can be difficult. Now, that's kind of inherent in that, like, hey, it stays on, which is awesome. So I think I could take that with a grain of salt. The second issue, however, is this nice hard edge all the way around here. Whenever you sit down, it starts poking you in some sensitive spots, and I do not like it. Like, it's super frustrating. But I may have the fix. Get you a Dr. Scholl's and cut it like this from your local Walmart or wherever such things are sold. Once you've cut it down about like this, and I might have to trim it just a little bit more, I'm going to put a line of Velcro around this and I'm going to attach this to it. So I'm going to kind of cut this and then I'll apply this and we'll see how it works. So stick around. Oh, that's so much better. All right, guys, so there you have it. 4 reasons I really like that holster, 2 that I don't, 1 way to get around at least one of them. Overall, guys, I think the Tenicor Velo 4 is an excellent holster. I've kind of gravitated towards using it more since I came up with the little comfort fix. And I know it's a little, dare I say, ghetto or redneck engineering to do that. Should you have to do that on a $100 holster? No. Can you spend more for a holster that in some ways doesn't give you as much? Yes. I know that Tenicor also offers other means of belt attachment besides the ones that I've got. You can do closed loops, you can do soft loops. The ones that I have, I understand they may not be the most optimal, but they hang on really well and they keep that gun so perfectly upright that I'm willing to put up with getting them on and off as being kind of a pain in the butt. It's worth it to me. So overall, guys, for me, I think the Tenicor Velo 4 is a worthwhile holster and worth it, especially if you are carrying different size guns, like maybe you have a Glock 19, a Glock 45, a Glock 17, and you need all of them to fit into the same holster, I think this is your jam. And even though it's not optimal, could you stuff a 34 in there? As we've seen, yes. So Gabe White, that's a holster for you maybe. I don't even know what kind of holster he runs, but something to consider, guys. Thanks for watching. As always, take care, stay safe, and I'll talk to you soon.
Get him, Jay.